My brother, my brother. Reading Buzz. Sher Singh's little brother lay in the hut with pain in the stomach that was getting worse. Sher Singh himself was only 12 years old, small and cheerful, a child of the jungle, and his brother was several years younger. There had been other children, of course, but they were dead, carried off by cholera and influenza. Now there was only Sher Singh and the little brother, Kunwar.
I will wring out rags in boiling water and lay them on his stomach,
said his mother. She did not weep. She had lived through everything over and over again. The steaming clothes did nothing. After a while, Sher Singh's mother said,
He must be carried to the hospital at Kalaghat.
Sher Singh knew that his brother was dying.
I will run for my father, he cried.
It may be days before you find him.
Sher Singh's father was known far and wide as Sher Singh Bahadur, the brave, famous hunter with the title Bahadur added to his name like a medal because of all he had done. Whenever an expedition entered the jungle in search of big game, either to shoot or photograph them, they sent for this man, Bahadur the Brave. Now, he was away in the jungle with the photographic expedition. All the men of Laldwani village too, as beaters. Sher Singh looked at his brother and saw death in his eyes.
There are no men in the village,
he said.
I will take him.
He is too big for you,
said his mother. She spoke in a whisper of despair.
You will never get there.
Sher Singh said nothing. He set off. It was evening. All the huts of the Laldwani village lay in a strong orange glow. Around the village were spread their beds of cultivation. Beyond that, the jungle began. Kalaghat was at least 50 miles away, but Sher Singh hoped that if he could get through the jungle and cross the two rivers in between, he might get a lift in a bullock cart or perhaps even a broken down truck for the last part of his journey. But not yet. He was alone on the track that wound into the forest night. Not quite alone, though. In this jungle lived the animals of the forest, the monkeys, the peacocks, tigers and panthers and bears and elephants.
The deer were now so poached and decimated that the beasts of prey had to kill domestic animals for food.
Sometimes even man. Night fell. The sky blazed with stars. On a cliff about a riverbed, Sher Singh knew he could go no further without rest. Sweat was running off his shaking flesh. He set Kunwar down gently against a tree. Suddenly, all of Sher Singh's muscles, shrinking back to their natural positions, thrilled with piercing pain. He lay against a tree with his eyes shut, recovering. It was then that he heard the jostle and squeal of elephants. Below him on the riverbed, the elephants travelled. Sher Singh chilled with fright. Carrying Kunwar, he could neither climb nor run. Prayer after prayer fled up like birds from his frightened spirit. The tuskers snorted, trumpeted, shook their head. Suddenly, they hurried on angrily up the riverbed and along with the herd and disappeared. Sher Singh breathed one more prayer of thanks this time and got ready to move with Kunwar on his back once again. He scrambled down into the riverbed and stepped into the river. As Sher Singh washed up onto the shore, water trickled in his footprints before sinking into the sand. Coming up out of the river were another set of prints, a tiger's, and there was glitter in them too. Even as he looked, they dried. Towards midnight, he heard the second river ahead of him. He heard it from far away, a steady roar of flood. When he came out on the shore, he saw it. A big head of snow must have melted yesterday, and here it was. From bank to bank, the river foamed. He looked for the bridge. It was not there. So now, how to cross? There was not a chance to swim. Even alone, he would be lost. Perhaps among the wreckage of the bridge, there was a way. Sher Singh set Kunwar down and brought him water from the river in his hands.
My brother.
The little boy whispered and drank. Sher Singh gathered grass and plaited it into a rope. He tied the rope round his brother and himself so they would keep together. Then he entered the water just above the bridge. The river seized and flattened them against the wreck. He could not move at first. Then he edged forward into the maelstrom, feeling for the split ends of bamboo. Timber banged and bruised him. It was so cold that he could hardly keep his hold. He could not get his breath in the spray. He did not know if his brother lived or died. But he kept the child's head above water and inch by inch moved along. Then the river seemed to lose power. They were through. After that, Sher Singh did not know what happened. He was wet and ice cold, but he stumbled on. He was walking on and on, his knees bent and trembling. They gave way. He was crawling. There was a road. Then there was a better road. Suddenly, somehow, people. After that, the next he knew, they were in a bullock cart, then a truck.
Where have you come from, boy? Laldwani. You carried him alone across the river in flood?
They were at the hospital. Sher Singh always felt shy of big buildings. He did not go in. Much later, the doctor came out in the veranda and called out, "Sher Singh Bahadur, are you there?"
My father is not here.
Replied the boy, going up to the veranda.
But I am Sher Singh.
"You are the boy who brought the child in from Laldwani?"
Yes.
Then a smile broke all over the doctor's great gentle face. "Sher Singh Bahadur," he said, "your brother will live. Come and see."